Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me. Stop me. Stop me. Stop me. And Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me. Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Next, you're going to select Next. Pretty explanatory. We'll move on to Experience Level. Hey, everybody. Brandon Gaudin back for another year of action with Madden NFL 19. Let's take a look at what's new this year. Real player motion makes its Madden debut, bringing unmatched responsiveness and fluidity to every player on the field. In the running game, hit the hole and one cut give ball carriers the ability to move through crowded running lanes and turn on the jets once they see a sliver of daylight. Once you reach the end zone, it's time to celebrate either alone or with your closest friends. Long shot. So there you go. Nothing to it. Charles Davis and myself will be with you along the way, but from all of us at EA Sports, get out there and enjoy Madden NFL 19.
These ain't the same type of hits, boy, can get. Boy, you don't take these type of risks, boy, cause this boy been throwing that like rich, boy. You miss, boy. Your numbers don't add up on the. That was 10 years ago. If you know, you know. Yeah. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. This thing of ours, oh, this thing of ours. Her fraternity of ringing off. I just happen to be alumni. Too legit, they still looking at me with one eye. The company I keep is not corporate enough. Child, you ain't orphan enough. A rapper turn can't morph into us, but a turn rapper can morph into Puff. Dance contest for the I predict Al Roker. If you know, you know. I only ever looked up to you all get a bird. This Oprah. Layers in ball shorts, coaching from the side of the ball court. If you know, you know. One stop like a Walmart. We got the for the wrong sport. If you know, you know. If you know about the port, though it's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know. You ever been hit with the water, then had to wait? Do you walk away? If you know, you know. When we all clicking like Golden State, and you and your team are the motorcade. If you know, you know. Been granting wishes like a genie to bad in two-piece bikinis. I've been hiding where you can see me. The skybox is right next to Riri's. Solely responsible for showing rappers how to stand on the front lines when started throwing bands. Where were you when Big brought the Tigers in? Cause I was busy earning stripes like a tiger skin. Layers in ball shorts, coaching from the side of the ball court. If you know, you know. One stop like a Walmart. We got the for the wrong sport. You know, you know. If you know about the port, though it's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Checking to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rafe in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a in jail I had. I make you cut off the think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie up the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check to golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your Reynolds Da Vinci is.
Head coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Smith on first down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 1st down, Murray. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. DeMarco Murray, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Matt Prater for the point after. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. A nice little juke. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. The left side completion to Jones. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, Allen. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now let's go! Green, 39! Green!
Allen now on first down. And this one is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Lucky 56. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Orange.
To throw again. Smith. And Incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. A'Shawn Robinson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Julian Edelman. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now 14-0. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick 6. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 45 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking deep for Julio. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. He'll buy some time right. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now it's Smith. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Out of the gun, Smith. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by K'Von Webster. Thomas, the intended target.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Go ahead. Hey, gun.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 22. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert him to being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Throwing now is Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
13. Hey, gun.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Walker. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah. Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the 50, it's Smith. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Smith. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
I said 15.
They'll try and run with Murray. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10, Smith again. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Sean Robinson in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Smith. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Will Fuller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns add on to their lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered defensively. A disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now this time, Allen will throw. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He got 29 yards that time. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Gone.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Allen, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith, and he'll be brought down by the Colts. Shane Ray coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3rd and long, it's Smith. This one complete to Niles Paul. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how he, one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Tenth carry of the game now, Murray. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
4 down, check, 4 down.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg, rolling to his right. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40 and down to the 29-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Here's Murray. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They go with Murray again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Play action. It's Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. And it's off the mark, incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. To throw, it's Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and drop shy of the 45. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now Allen looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Allen to throw it. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll go down at the 28. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Allen, got to have this one. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Leonard Floyd in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, on.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And that is incomplete. The former 1st-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
That's a really fine play there because anytime you see a comeback route, that means you cannot just stay in one spot and make a play on the ball. You've got to move your feet and move with the receiver, and that's exactly what he did.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now Edelman. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Smith. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Michael Thomas, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the Colts getting ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Smith. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Charles Clay, 36 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down, here's Allen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Steps away. Allen hit. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following the fumble recovery, Smith. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Browns. Prater on to add the extra point. Prater for the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Detroit! Gone! Gone!
Now Allen throwing on second down. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The Colts on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. And Walker with it over the middle. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver. They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
Nothing on that beat.
Addicted to balling, I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to balling. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my ends. I pull up in my bands, flexing, counting my bands. Started getting money. I see how it feels to be rich. I live by the beach now.